What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. And like I was saying in the last vlog, I have some bad news and some great news. And so the bad news is this project is gonna be delayed a little bit because I talked to some of the importers that I'm supposed to get my parts from, and due to our situation right now, I might not get my parts until a couple months later. I'm not even really sure. So I'm still gonna be working on this car and doing like body work and stuff because that's all I can really do right now. I'm not really sure how long it's gonna take before I can finish the build that I want to do because of that. And so hopefully the parts get here soon. But the good news is I have another project car that I've been really wanting to work on, and I've kind of put that in the back burner. It was my daily for almost 2 years, and ever since I got my FJ, it's just been stored away. And so this is one of my dream cars. I've been really wanting to work on this car for such a long time, but I'm kind of excited to start working on it again. And so I do have a lot of big plans for this car too, and a lot of things I can get here in the States, and I could get them shipped here pretty soon without any delays from Japan or anything like that. And so yeah, let's go ahead and introduce the car, and it's sitting right behind this camera, so let's go ahead and check it out. So yeah, I don't think I've put this car on the channel that much. I think it's only been on it like twice in my old videos, but I've never really introduced it, or I didn't even really work on it. I think I did like an eBay shift boot thing to it, and that was kind of it. And so today, introducing my car for the first time on this channel is my 1997 Nissan 240SX, and it is a original S14 Kouki, and I've had this car for about maybe 3 years now. It was dead for about a year. I got it in San Diego, and I actually picked it up from my brother-in-law that bought it from his friend. Yeah, it just sat there for a long time. It has some rust at the bottom because it was sitting I think in the dirt for a while, and in San Diego you do get rust because there's a lot of salt in the air, and so you get like a lot of like surface rust. This car is very clean. The paint looks good on camera, but it needs a repaint because the paint's pretty bad. So here it is. This is gonna be the new project for the channel that I'm going to be focusing on. Like I said, we're still gonna be working on the Corolla. It's just we're delayed now because a lot of parts are not gonna come until who knows when. It's an original SE with the moonroof, and it has like power everything, windows and all that, power locks. And if you want to look at the front, it has a OEM Kouki JDM S14 bumper, but it's been cut here, and I got a second hand when it was already cut. They did like, you know, static stance life, and so they had really big wheels on it. So I will be getting a new front bumper because this one is not that great. And then I have JDM Kouki S14 lights, and the difference between the S14 Kouki lights is this line right here, and then it has bigger projectors. So the US one has smaller ones, and I got this from my buddy B. He actually traded me this for my US one, so big shout out to him. Thanks man, I really appreciate it. These are like the dream headlights for me for the S14. And then it has a US grill, which we'll be changing out later to like the JDM one, and maybe get the JDM badge as well. But yeah, so far that's the front. I have some just like some knockoff T37 wheels. They're like the Drift Z wheels, and I just painted them, but it got scratched when I went to a car wash, and so these are just whatever. I got them from the junkyard and I just put them on, and yeah, that's it. So they're okay, they're 18s. I got OEM Kouki skirts here, still in pretty good shape, and it even has the end cap still. So this is pretty rare to have on your car or to even find nowadays. I have a Z32 rear caliper setup that I put on, and I have the fronts as well, but I haven't put them on yet, so we're going to be doing that soon. So yeah, like I said before, it has like a lot of nicks like this around the paint job, and so the paint's not that great anymore. I have some dents right here, which I kind of want to do like the paintless dent removal, so I don't have to do too much body work later in the future. It's not too bad, but you can see a lot of damage. And I have this rust hole right here that's pretty bad. It's eating up this whole area already, so I'm gonna have to patch this up before I do anything. Then I have a OEM Kouki JDM rear bumper, and it's all right shape. It has a lot of holes like this. You can see it's been eaten up by like an exhaust system, all this stuff. So I'll probably just get a new bumper as well. And it has Kouki rear tail lights, which I love. And these are grayed out like all of them usually are after a few years. From what I know is they do come black, and so the gray is not from factory, it's just from being faded. So I will be redoing these to black. Then I have this badge right here. It's pretty cool, it looks pretty clean. I'm not sure if they all look like this, but I kind of like this. It's like wooden. And then I have a new trunk, which before my old trunk was rusty because I think it collected a lot of water right here, and so it was really rusty. And my 240 is like every other 240, it's like 20 different colors. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for the outside. Not really much going on. I have a stock exhaust. I do have Nismo traction arms, which are pretty good, and I'm planning on just going like Nismo everything because it's just OEM fitment, and I don't plan to be like super low or anything, so I'm gonna be probably just doing that. And then this car does have the VLSD. I have this personal steering wheel that I've refurbished myself, and I painted the face black. I stained this wood darker brown like a mahogany, and then I clear coated it, and I think it looks pretty good. It has like a Nissan horn button, and then it has your NRG quick release. This is actually a 350Z steering hub, and so it's NRG as well. But I got the 350Z one because it has the weird shape right here where it cuts like in a corner, so you can actually use your stock steering crank, the winding thing that's behind here, so that when you turn you could still turn off your signal. So it has the hole so you can fit all the wiring through it. You can still wire up your horn a lot better, because if you get the S14 ones, it just has like a flat piece, and you have to remove that wheel, and then you have to put like a copper strip here so you can wire up the horn button, and it's just a big old mess. And so this really solves all that problem. So yeah, if you have an S14, go ahead and get the NRG steering hub. I have a Tomei shift knob, which I love. I wish it was weighted, but I really like the design. It's simple and it's clean. Like I said, this is just an eBay shift boot that I bought, and it's actually pretty clean. It looks okay to me. Another favorite part of mine, it has a crackless dash. As you can see, the dash is super clean. And another favorite part of mine is this wood trim. And so not a lot of S14s have this, and a lot of guys that do, they just take off the wood trim to kind of leave it black. I was thinking of doing that as well, because you see it's kind of cracked here and around the corners. I don't know, I really like this wood trim. I know a lot of people don't, but I love this wood trimming. I was thinking about trying to refurbish it because I can't find the replacements anywhere, and you can see it's all over the car with the door panels and everything. I want to keep this wood trim in here. I really like it. Another 350Z thing that I have is the Nismo floor mats. So you can see they actually fit pretty well. I like this because you can't really find like OEM Nismo mats for this car, and these are OEM Nismo mats that came out of a 350Z. So pretty cool. I love this. Probably gonna get some new ones because these are pretty worn out. And if you want some nice floor mats for your S14, Nismo 350Z ones, they fit pretty well. And you can see this side has it too, and it looks pretty good. So the 97 SE has this trim right here, and it has this pattern on these seats, and I love this pattern. Another favorite thing I love about this car is it has this moonroof, and I love all moonroofs in every car. I know a lot of people hate that as well, but this is an option for cars that I really love. It's a little more freeing when you drive, and I'm short, so my head is never gonna touch the roof. So yeah, this is the interior. Might be kind of hard to see because of the lighting, but it is super clean in my opinion. I love this interior. You can see the door seals are still really great condition. They haven't been really kicked or anything. I did, however, have to buy these replacements, which are pretty expensive, but this was the only thing that cracked on me. These are all replaced to new ones. This car was sitting for about a year when I had it, and I had another S14, a Zenki at the time, and I sold that car so I could fund this one and get this one going. And while I was looking for a motor, I couldn't really find one, and so I actually got this motor from my buddy Jeremy. He sold me his S13 because it got stolen and crashed, but the motor was still very healthy, and so that's the motor that I have in this car now. And so it's a S13 block with S14 everything else. Big shout out to my friend Jeremy as well. Thanks for giving me your motor. So here is the engine bay. I try my best to just kind of keep it stock and clean since it was my daily. I do have coilovers, but they're just eBay, so don't ask about the brand. I don't remember what brand they are, but I got them just because my 10 Easy Streets were blown and I just needed something to drive at the time, so I just bought some cheap eBay ones. It has this like engine damper, which I had to make a custom bracket for, which looks super ghetto. We'll probably clean that up. And I like it because it kind of takes away all the vibrations and the shakiness of the car. And then I have everything else is pretty much just stock. I do have this Megan Racing radiator, and I installed a catch can. I deleted all of the EGR stuff, but it's still here. You can see there it's just mounted up, but it's not connected anymore. And that's just in case I get pulled over, because you know how it is in California. Kind of sucks. So if a cop sees that, he thinks that it's still there, hopefully. And then I cleaned up the wiring here for the injectors. I simplified my fuel system with just it has all of these like metal tubes going to it, and I just did it directly from the filter to here, and then have a return line back because it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, this motor has a lot of miles, but it's still pretty healthy. I did a compression test and it's 180 across the board. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for the engine bay though. It's pretty dirty. I need to clean it up. Like I said, it's just been chilling for a while now. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this vlog, guys. Like I said, the bad news is some stuff's going to be delayed for the 86. At the meantime, we could go ahead and work on this S14. Super excited about this car as well. It's been a dream car of mine to have it ever since I was little. I do plan to motor swap this car, but I'm not really sure yet. So comment down below what you guys think I should motor swap into this car. I don't plan to go KA just because I want to do something different. I've had Ks for a long time now, and I kind of want to do a different engine for this car. And so yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. Peace.